What is up, creative gang? I hope you guys are doing well. And yes, I am wearing my Missing Link Laika VFX crew t-shirt today because that's a movie I worked on in Laika and I'm proud of projects I work on. So there you go. If you haven't seen Missing Link, go check it out after you watch this video because it's with Hugh Jackman. We love Hugh Jackman and the story is awesome and the art is awesome. It's awesome. And today I'll be answering a question that I get quite a lot, which is, do I need to go to art school? A lot of times people ask me if they need to go to art school in order to get a job in the industry or to make a career as an artist. And so my answer is yes and no. Let me explain. I was fortunate enough to go to art school, and if you can go to art school, I would very much recommend to do so. And here is why. Obviously, the material they teach, the basics, everything that you build from the ground up is very important and it's great, but it is still something that you can learn on your own. Now, what makes art school experience unique is that first, you learn and get to concentrate on your study. Instead of, when you're just trying to scramble and watch some videos online while either working a full-time job or going to a different school for different major and just watching some tutorials online, this is not the same. You will actually get time to improve your skills, to focus on assignment. You will get feedback, which is so valuable for you to improve. Constructive criticism is something that we as artists need to learn to accept and use in our work. Next important skill that our school will teach you is time management and meeting your deadline. That is something that industry requires of you. So if you want to find a job as a professional artist in the industry, you will need to learn how to manage your time and meet deadlines. And art school teaches you that because you constantly have so much homework for so many classes, and you just have to figure out a way to get it all done, get it all in time, and deliver with a high quality, which is what you're supposed to do in a studio or when you're working on a project as a freelance artist. Next important point is that it will teach you collaborating with people. You will collaborate with other artists, you will have artists helping you, maybe you'll be working on other projects together, and it will allow you to try different roles as well. So you're not just focusing on this one thing, you will actually get to play around and play different roles in the same project. For example, when I was in art school, we had this class called Pre-Production Principles, and we had a project where we had to come up with a 1-minute animation for the NSC intro. And so it kind of forced us to collaborate with each other, but also it kind of showed where we're at our best. For example, for me, I'm a producer. I want to say I'm pretty good at managing. So in that project, I was managing us and our time deadlines and everything. Of course, I also did my part drawing, but it was helpful when you have somebody to actually manage, okay, who's doing what shots and whatnot. Where my classmates who were in this project with me together, one of them, she was really good at doing the in-betweens, so she focused on in-betweens. She was really fast, and the guy turned out to be pretty good at editing, so that's what he did. So you will get to play around, you will get to try different things, and maybe you will even stumble upon something that you never knew you're good at. I mean, that happened to me. I had no idea I would ever become animation director or producer until I went to art school because originally I was thinking about becoming an illustrator until I found out about animation and figure out, that's a growing industry, I should give it a try. And even when I got to art school and I was animation and visual effects major, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And that's the thing about art school is because you will get to try all of these different things and you will learn all of these different things, you might even choose a very different path from what you originally thought you wanted to do because you're good at it or because you like it. Okay, my next point is making connections. I talk about connections a lot because I believe it is super important. I try to sneak it in every time we guys talk. It is so important in every industry all over the world, and especially in our entertainment industry. So important, which is why I keep pushing you guys and saying make these connections, find those people, develop your social skills, because eventually it will help you so much in pushing your career forward. If you go to art school, you're gonna be surrounded by talented peers. All of these guys are gonna be somewhere in 10 years. You're gonna be making friends, you're gonna be working together. Maybe you can find the people that you will be working with in the future. Some of these people might help you to get a job in the future, even if they get it before you, or you can help them. That's why it is so important. Maybe you won't even need to look for a job. Maybe you will just team up and open your own studio or something. It's such a great opportunity to make friends in art school because you're surrounded by people. They have similar interests to you. They learn the same things that you do, but also, you're making those genuine connections. You don't have to find them online. You're already there. You're gonna be doing projects together, partying together, all of those things. And in the future, who knows, 10 years from now, where could you all be? And you can still keep in touch and help each other out. I still keep in touch with my art school peers, and we're still chatting when we can and whatnot, talking about projects and potential ideas in the future. I still sometimes work with some of them, so I really recommend making those connections if you can. And of course, the last point just to mention is many art schools, they hire professionals that are currently working in the industry. So it's a great way to get some inside information about what's going on in the industry, maybe some tips and things that you wouldn't find as easily online. So I would say it is definitely worth going to art school if you can afford it, if you have time for it. If you can, go for it. But of course, unfortunately, not everybody can. And that's okay. You can still make it even without going to art school. Unfortunately, art schools are quite expensive. I mean, any university degree is expensive, but art schools, man, they are expensive. And I understand if you can't attend one because of financial reasons or other reasons. And actually, I do want to make another video talking about what you can do alternatively if you can't go to art school, how to get the knowledge that you need and things like that. So let me know in comments below if you would like that video. I will try to make it happen for you guys soon. I know I've said all of these great things about art school because, I do believe that it helped me. But with all of that said, in the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is you and your skills. You can get a job without ever attending an art school. You can make it as an artist. You can do it. You can make it into your career without ever attending art school. Because in the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you went to 5 art schools. It doesn't matter if you have master's degree or just bachelor degree. It doesn't matter. The only thing that everybody is gonna look at is your skills, is your work. So in order for you to make it and be successful as an artist, what you really need to focus on is your skills and your work. You can do it! I hope you liked this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions or suggestions for any other videos, also let me know. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.
I know a Wonder Woman, she's a superhuman. She doesn't need a cape or comic book she makes. She doesn't change religions, she's used to shows and stages. She can do anything.